Hey, you know, I spend a lot of time at the ballpark. I see a lot of baseball, not so much softball anymore, but once upon a time I did. I watched quite a bit of softball too. I had a number of hitters that had some better than average success over the years, and baseball and softball. I just come from the ballpark and uh, saw a kid play that started hitting with me when she was 9 years old, maybe 10. And there was just something about her, and I've noticed over the years as a scout that certain players just manage to stand out. And as an old-time scout, there's not really a number you can put on it, or analytics or sabermetrics, and I mean all those things are good and they're important. You have to understand them. They have a place in the game as in terms of evaluation. But just being at the ballpark and watching players over the years, you just get a certain feeling about a kid, a young player, that they show you things that you can't teach. And I wish I could give you exact terminology, but I can't. But my instinct doesn't lie to me. I've been wrong in the past too. Don't get me wrong about that. Thinking a kid was going to do this and wasn't able to do it or make that next step, or not so often, seeing a kid and saying, no, this isn't a player, and they turn out to be a player. That not so much of that, but the other way. But there's just something about them, and not necessarily saying that players, that are all born. There's skills you can learn. You can't teach speed. You can improve it and show them how to use the tools that they have, or a throwing arm. You can improve technique, or certainly in hitting, we spend a lot of time with hitters. But they're just that certain something about them, and a lot of it has to do with just the only term I can think of is grit, and you see it in the way they prepare themselves. They come in. I mean, they're ready to get at it. No messing around. All work. They're having fun, but they're getting their work done, and they know they're there to hit. And when the competition light goes on, they only know one thing, and that is to win. And once in a while, you'll find a kid that it's not just enough to win. Someone else has to lose. When you find a player like that, it's time to get out of the way and let them play. That's the kid that you want. You can teach them stuff, you can lead, but when it comes down to it, it's time to play the game, or the game's on the line, that's the guy or the girl that you want to have the bat in their hands. You want that last out to be hit to them, and they want it worse than anybody. I've seen it a number of years, a number of players, and most of those kids do go on and they separate themselves. They play the high level of college ball, professional baseball once or twice. I had a few kids over the years that, they're not kids anymore. A few guys go to the big leagues, and they have that certain something. And if I knew what to call it, or how to teach someone to find it, I would be separating myself, and I hate to put a dollar figure on it, but and relatively speaking, I'd make a lot of money doing that if I could teach that. I wish I could.